Welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. Today, got something a little bit different. As you know by me putting out a video in December on the perfect home, I have been looking at building my own home. I've been looking at the Village's website and their homes and the differences and the names, and I started getting confused over the different names. And so let me tell you what I did, because you learn early on there are certain types of home. Let me go here first. I'm going to go to the website to show you what I learned. Okay, so I go to the villages.com website and I hit homes, and then I get home series. I go to home series, and when you go to home series, you come up to all of the different types of homes: patio village, cottage homes, courtyard villas, garden villas, verandas, designer homes, and premier homes. Those are the categories, and under each one you get different homes with different names, and believe it or not, some are similar just with a different name. And there's a couple of differences. And so what I want to do is start here. I started with like cottage homes, and I didn't really find any similar homes in the network of homes that I could match up. Now, I didn't do an exhaustive. If you find some that are similar that you think match, and you'll see in this video how I show similar. The big area was verandas, veranda homes. So let's go to veranda homes. I'm going to click on that. And what you can see is under veranda homes, it's going to load up and tell you each type: Eaton, Ottawa, Hinsdale, and I will get some of the names wrong. But what I quickly learned is verandas have the fenced in area. Their homes are similar to designer homes with different names, but with the walls. So if you know you want walls, absolutely got to have walls, then you would look under the verandas and their name and tell your agent, this is what I want. But if you're not sure, like me, and said, well, I want to know about verandas, but I also want to know, and it got so confusing when I go to Street of Dreams, where you'll go into a house and it's named something, but in a veranda model, it's named something else. So here's what I wanted to show you. Now, a couple of things that I did was I took, and on this website, you can hit floor plan, and you can see the floor plans of each model. As you can see here, the Eaton, the Ottawa, the Hinsdale. So I took that information to show you and said, okay, I'm going to show you the houses that have the very similar, not exact, completely similar. This is the other thing to notice. Home series, they might call something, I'll use a cottage home, a sea breeze. There have been over time a lot of, like, there was the original Sea Breeze, there was a Sea Breeze 3, there's a new Sea Breeze, and each one, they changed something. I noticed on the latest model of Sea Breeze, it's not quite the same square footage, but they only took away, like, the length of the building, they took away about 6 inches, but 6 inches across turns into a number of square feet. And they took it out of the gap between the living room and the dining room and kitchen. You wouldn't really notice in a floor plan unless you really got down to the square footage. So you may say, oh, I have a Sea Breeze, but we may have different ones. The Sea Breeze 3 has the front bedroom has a corner window, where the new ones don't have the corner window. They're just squared off. Now, whether the room, the same length, but it's squared off. A little less square footage when you do that, but you get an extra window with more light. And I'm going to get to lighting, and I'm going to get to the hallways at the end of the video. But bear with me. Let me show you quickly how these houses compare up. Okay, so here I put on the screen the Eaton that's under the verandas. The very first one is the Eaton. If you look at the layout under designer homes, Eagle is almost the same thing. And I say almost because I'm gonna go through these relatively quickly. You know, at first I was like, why don't they just name them the Eaton or the Eagle and say with walls? But they do make little tweaks to them, and I think over time, tweaks get made that don't get updated here. And I'm going to hit on that a little bit. I think that's important to note. So if you're doing your research, you're looking totally at this, I wouldn't trust it 100%. And I'm going to get to that. Here's the Eaton, here's the Eagle. You can really see total square foot, including the garage and everything, 2319. The Eagle has 2320. And the layout configuration almost is exact. I think it is exact. So that brings me to the next one. The very next one on the veranda is the Ottawa. It looks a lot like the Oriole. Keep in mind, these two floor plans are flipped. So don't get confused by the flip. This is one where you can see a little bit of difference. The Ottawa on the Lanai is bumped out from the bedroom just a little. And so where do you get the difference between 2831 total square feet and 2741 total square feet? When inside living area is only 1 square foot, if you look at the numbers, the layout is the same. Maybe a wall or two are moved, and we're going to see some other instances that it changes, but that's the next one. But almost 1 for 1. You could look at the Oriole and decide whether you like that layout, and if you wanted walls, it's the Ottawa. The next one is the Hinsdale. And if you look at this, again, the mirror image is flipped. The same Lanai thing is bumped out a little bit. So I don't know if it's because you have a wall in the back, they wanted to give you a little more Lanai space. I don't really get this, but you have to really look at it and you go, the square footage is pretty close. Again, 1 square foot, and it might be just that one, it's just one little thing that's different between the two. But the layout is basically the same. Now, if you see something different and you want to disagree with me, let me know. So then we're going to look at the Monroe and the Designer Mockingbird. If you look at this, look how the garage is configured with the golf cart garage, the number of bedrooms, you know, both 3-bed, 2 baths. The only difference is the Mockingbird has it looks like the sink in the island in a different location. And this is where you're going to see sometimes when they're building the same model, they tweak it to the more similar style, not of the past, but they update it. So whatever they did here, but same nook behind the kitchen, same kind of layout. Moving on. The Hudson and the Kingfisher. Same kind of angled hallway coming into the house. And you look at it, there is a little bit bigger configuration difference between the Hudson and the Kingfisher. 1951 square feet of living space, 1929 on the Kingfisher. Now, that's internal. That's not considering the Lanai bump out on the Hudson. Again, it seems like they bump out a little. The Lanai's configured differently on the Kingfisher. As you can see how the bedroom is. But when you flip this, the layout of the bedrooms is pretty much the same. Moving on. The Isabella in the veranda and the Songbird. This is where a couple of features are different, but here's what I'm going to tell you. The Songbird, you can add the golf cart garage. and they'll configure it almost exactly the same as the Isabella. I actually think in the Street of Dreams, if you go into the Songbird, they have the golf cart garage on it. So you can see what this looks like. Outside of that, everything else looks the same again, except the bump out on the Lanai. I hope you can see that, the bump out on Lanai. But otherwise, really, really close. I mean, we're talking we lost 12 square feet between these two models. And part of it is, I can see it already, they must have made the wall where the living room and the nook, there's no bump out like in the Songbird. It's all straight across. So maybe they added a little bit of extra room there. Now you can get into the really looking at if any rooms are smaller or areas per square foot in here. But this is just trying to show you, you can have a designer house that is exactly the same as a veranda house. 98%. Let's do this, the Mayburry and the Cormorant, if I'm saying that correctly. Again, the veranda is a little more living square footage and a lot more total square footage because of the golf cart garage. No golf cart garage on the Cormorant, but again you can see the same thing. No bump out here on the Lanai, but the Lanai is configured differently. And the kitchen is a little different. And this is where I'm saying, be careful, this is close, but not exact. There's differences here. And I'll get to that, but this one's not as close as the others. Saginaw and the Spoonbill. Again, the golf cart garage is the major thing. The sink location is different. The bump out on the Saginaw is a little bit more. So you could get into these little things that you say, I like this better. But you will at least know these models are very, very close to each other. Moving on. The Mason and the Robin, again, almost the exact same things. The Lanai is a little different. The kitchen is a little different. But the basic layout is the same. Again, 2269 living square feet, 2273 difference, almost exactly the same. That's just what I'm showing from their website as I went through this, trying to show you. Next one, Jackson and the Raven. Again, golf cart garage on one, not on the other. I know you can add it in some cases if you're building, so the Raven could get it. The layouts here are almost identical. The nook, the living room, the dining room. Let's go to the next one. This is a little different. I wanted to show this because I found this to be really strange. When I went into Street of Dreams and I went into the egret, which is like the one pictured here, they took the Lanai in the Street of Dreams. They improved some of these things. They extended the Lanai the length of the house, which made it a very big, long area for the outside Lanai. Just a tremendous area. And I put the Kingbird up here because the Kingbird in the Street of Dreams is next door to the egret. And the layout in that Kingbird is not this layout. It is not this layout. It is the same layout as the egret. Now, we're comparing two different things here. The egret is a premier home. It has the higher ceilings. Throughout the house, throughout the garage, it has super high ceilings. The Kingbird has pretty much high ceilings, but on the sides, and I will show it here in pictures, under the egret, notice the front bedroom, when you come walking in the entryway, has got a bump out. The Kingbird in this one off the website does not have a bump out. So we'll go to the Kingbird. So we're going to the Kingbird, and this is the front bedroom. It's got a bump out wall. It's got a bump out wall. Now it's got high ceilings but slanted, and that's what you're going to find. And when you go to the living room, the little table setting here can be a dining room, living room, kitchen. And if you notice, this is exactly, if I go to the egret, it's got the same configuration. It's got this right here where this desk is, where it could be a kitchen, living room, dining room, exact same. So don't take the website for exactly what they're going to build. Talk to your agent and make sure, if you go into the Kingbird, make sure it's the Kingbird they're going to build for you and not the Kingbird that's off the website. The last couple of things I really want to show you is, I talked about hallways in a previous video, and hallways are important in these two. These two are both in the Premier. And I just want to point out how long, when you come in the entryway of the St. Lawrence to the hallway is. Now there's a door off for those other 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. But when you get up to the kitchen area, and I want to talk about this, I didn't talk about it in the other video, is lighting. The St. Lawrence has windows all along the side. And it really has more windows than most of the village homes. Now, some of these homes, I've noticed there's not many windows bringing in light. There might be one side window by a kitchen, and then there's bedrooms on the other side, so it's darker. And this is where people start talking about they put in solar tubes to bring in some natural light. You have to understand, this St. Lawrence 2 and the Albany, which the Albany is just kind of a different configuration, and you can get 4 bedrooms out of the thing. But these have very high ceilings, and then they have very tall windows. So the amount of light coming in, I like the light. The light is great in a Florida home. I mean, you want to see the sunshine coming into your house. You want natural light. These homes are great. So I wanted to bring up the hallways in these 2 models. They are very expensive homes, but they give you something different. And I will describe it this way. I had company that kind of said, when they walked into this and they went into where you go up the hallway and you get into the dining room, there's windows right there in the dining room, and it's cut off. It's kind of like showcasing a room. And it's bigger than most of the dining areas in some of the other models. And then you go into the living room, kitchen. It's kind of like they're more showcased than before. And I think it has something to do with the tall windows, the tall ceilings. It really is pretty unique. So I just wanted to bring up my hallway thing. I'm not saying I'm totally sold, but for privacy purposes, it's a good thing to look at. But this is if you're totally looking at new homes and you wanted to know the differences. This should help you out knowing the differences. You got to go to Street of Dreams and take a look. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Another video in 2026. Catch you on the next one.